not bothered about my handicap or anything like that. I just want to be able to strike the ball. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it well. Not that anymore.
Take your sets up just in the air. I just want you to make half a swing and just hit it. That's it. You won't get me or her. That's it. Now we want this feeling. What you've got here.
So it's a completely alien position.
That would be enough to rip it all day, every day. What you've just done there.
Really?
But awesome. What a swing. Shot. Every ball flight has got the same characteristics. It's a draw.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing?
Oh my goodness. Probably started when I was in my early 30s. My expectations and goals for today, if I can set those myself,
Of course.
I want to be able to strike the ball in such a way that I get that turf ball squeezed, compressed shot, so that I do have control by having control of my low point.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about my handicap or anything like that. I just want to be able to strike the ball as I should, and I know I can do when I hit that occasional good one.
Yeah.
But my control of down there is almost non-existent, as you'll find out in a minute. You know. For me, it's important. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it well, not about anymore.
Yeah.
I want to get this strike right. Now, whilst you were in there, I've hit about 7 or 8 balls. 4 of them went along the ground over there.
Yeah.
One of them sort of went limply about 70 yards, and one of them went over there. The task is even harder than I thought it was going to be.
Let's hit a few more then, Andrew.
Oh, I've got one in the air anyway.
That's all right. In the general intended direction.
Yes, exactly. Believe it or not, it's not normally as bad as this on a golf course.
I do think the range can lend itself to that, overthinking, because you haven't got the same distraction on a golf course and the same attractors.
No.
So it's like, it's a bit, the stimulus isn't quite there. It's not the same, so you can become very quickly just swing focused.
Yeah.
And not really exploring any adaptation of your swing to the task. That's a mixed bag, that, Andrew, isn't it?
It was. You know, I was telling you, George, that I was playing quite well in Scotland.
Yeah. Right, yeah. You left it on the 18th in Scotland.
You got it. We're all about strike today, so that's our focus. So we've got to look at the parameters for that. If we take the sweet spot of the golf club, we've got to get that on the ball. Look where the handle is.
Right forward. Yeah.
Look where we are.
Yeah.
How do we get over there?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to do it this way.
No.
Well, not for a full swing, because we're probably not going to get any speed. That's a very contrived action.
Yeah, steering it, isn't it?
Which people end up reverting to at some point.
Yes.
What movement capability do we possess that allows us to move into this space, to allow this club to swing freely, to take that ball to divot?
And the answer is not at all in my case.
Maybe, but there'll be elements of it. But it's kind of, how do we allow the arms to extend here?
Yeah.
This, they're off the body. If I keep these connected to the body, it's taking me into this space, which I can still strike it, but maybe that's going to be more difficult. We've also got flexions and extensions. So it's like, we've got to explore the body's capability for movement, how you recognise that, and then we can start to explore the potential of these patterns that emerge and the space that you're operating within. So first of all, we've got to recognise the requirements, the demands. We've got to be over here, because to get speed, the club's going to do this, Andrew, it's going to do that.
Yeah.
So it's actually coming back.
Yeah.
We've actually got to go further than we perceive necessary, because as soon as we start to ramp the speed up, it's going to start doing this. As soon as you rotate that, bang, you're going to be bottoming this thing out. This is something a lot of people either never thought of, but it's sometimes a bit tricky to comprehend, is that the handle goes up and the club goes down.
Yeah. I know that it happens, but I have no awareness of that in my golf swing. No. Because it all happens too quickly.
If you take your grip, are you naturally right-handed?
Yes.
So we'll just take both hands on the club first and hold it up in the air. Okay. I want you to just rotate your body to the left. Sit your shoulders as well. Shoulders, chest, everything. Go and pull it. So it's going to pull the club.
Pull it.
But not, it's not going to pull the club that way though.
Ah.
So that's you physically pulling that way.
Right, okay.
Okay, if you were to just twist your shoulders, it'll pull the club. You keep looking at me, just let your shoulder go behind your neck.
Yeah.
It'll pull, okay?
Yeah, because it's
But it's
on the shoulder.
well done, let it pull. There, that's it. Cool. So the handle, you can feel where it wants to go.
Yeah, wants to go up that way, sorry.
Yeah, that's good. As a reaction, you notice what happens to the face. It's opening, you
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
So we're going to need, if we're rotating the body, it's going to throw the club out, it's going to rotate, but we're going to need to recognise what this is too,
Yeah.
because that's going to be closing the face as
Yes.
you're rotating. So start neutral again, and now just rotate. And just, that's it, look at that.
So that's a completely
So
alien position.
That would be enough to rip it all day, every day, what you've just done there.
Really?
But we don't just stand there and do this. It's like, we've got a full swing.
Yeah.
It's like, how does this kind of little movement pattern
End up there. As opposed to doing that, it is that.
Yeah, you're not doing it with we're not
It's
we're not manipulating it with the hands.
Yeah.
Because this is reacting to this, and this
Yes.
reacts to this,
Yeah.
and this reacts to this,
Yeah.
and this and this. So
Yeah.
actually, if you keep your grip, just twist your ankles to the target. Twist your ankles and your hips, and then let your ankles twist your shoulders. That's it. You can see where you need to go to get your body
in the right place.
bringing that even further forward, but it's not forward, it's going to go that way too. And you can let your chest turn more, let your chest rotate more. So you can keep looking this way, but just turn your shoulders. There you go, it's going to really pull on it. Take your sets up, just in the air. I just want you to make half a swing and just hit it. That's it, you won't get me or hurt. That's it. Now, go there, just go to the top. That's it, just halfway, that's it. Now, just feel how much you have to turn your shoulders and chest to get this. That's it, and again. Now I'm going to move it back here. Feel the difference?
Wow.
Feel where you are.
Yeah, I'm right over here.
Yeah.
I can feel that there.
Now we want this, do that again for me. We want this feeling, what you've got here. We all have the perfect strike and release, it's just it's way too early in our arc mode for most of us.
Yes.
By the time we get to the golf ball, we've already gone.
Yeah.
We're actually looking perfect.
Yeah.
At some point
Yeah.
earlier on, where we've got the club head lagging behind the hands,
Yeah.
body's rotating, we've got the conditions for a decent strike.
Yeah.
It's just it's way too early in the action. So what you're feeling here, if you do that again for me, just take your set up normally, now swing back, and now hit a strike like there. That's we want to be feeling what you felt here
Over there.
through impact. That's better. Now you can let your left side pop a little bit, so let yourself jump off your left side a little bit. That's better. Good. 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 Different feeling?
I'm worried about hitting your...
Don't worry, it's alright. It's alright, it's good. A bit further forward now. Good. Now, notice how open you are with your body.
Over there, isn't it?
Yeah. And notice where the club's travelling. Still over here, yeah. Now, I want you to travel, I want you to go down more. Look at that. Good. Just have a couple of swings for me there without a ball.
Ooh,
Different feeling? Just little
I don't know if I'm doing anything different.
Don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
was, do you know, I was just immediately just back into
Yeah.
the old habit.
That's alright, just have a couple of shots first. So just little 3/4 shots. Just playing around with this tempo, 3/4 shots. Well done, just taking the club up here now. I want you to swing just with your right hand. Just swing it side to side. And let's use this end of the golf club. So notice to get this action on the way through, we need this on the way back.
Yes.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Awesome compared with the other ones.
That was brilliant. Yeah. Different person. That last one was lovely, wasn't it? That was
actually a compression, yes.
well done. So what I want you to be aware of this time is that this leads that on the way back, which allows this to lead that on the way through. Yes. There you go. Nice, well done. That's good. Once we start to just recognise what fluid motion is from the ground through the body, and we can start to let the plasticity now that is available, like throwing a ball,
Yeah. So it's the fluidity,
It's the
isn't it?
fluidity,
Yes.
it's the key, because that taps into the plasticity.
Good word.
When it's rigid, just not really affording as much scope for joint action
Yes.
and really using the swing weight. We're not attuned to the swing weight as we move in. Well played. Yeah, very nice. That's very, very, very
Do you know what that feels like?
That is very good, Andrew.
Do you know what that feels like? You know, we were talking earlier on about Jim Furyk.
Yeah.
I felt like I was doing a Jim Furyk.
Did you?
Isn't that weird?
That was fantastic. Well done.
That's probably the best strike so far.
Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. And then going to a normal finish now, swing through. There you go. Swing back and through to that place at speed, off you go. Good, because the nervous system's got to recognise this movement and that it's safe.
Yeah.
Just about to move into it. Does that feel okay though to do?
Yeah, yeah, it's different now.
We don't want any pain.
No, no.
Awesome. What a swing. How's that one feel?
Yeah. Well,
Different?
that finish position creates everything, leads up to that point, doesn't it?
It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
So it needs the whole...
If I'm just concentrating on the finish, don't tend to think about what's going on here so much.
And you've already trained this. Your body's already got, we've already given it some map, so it can start to work on it. You don't have to be conscious of that all the time. Let the body work it out. What the body needs is it needs a safe place to go, which is the finish. It needs to know that where is this pattern taking it? Where is this new release pattern taking the swing?
Which is, well, it's that
Stick
slight
hold
back
there,
as well, isn't it?
because it needs the finish.
Yes.
It needs the finish for this to happen. Excellent.
Mm.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. Well done, Andrew. Just a fraction heavy.
Yeah. But if that was, if that was my worst,
Yeah.
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Compared with all those. That shit.
That's brilliant. So just one more because I want to work
Oh,
on
yes,
the leg
sorry.
action. You're all right. It's good. You're doing ever so good. You're joining the dots amazingly well here. It's brilliant. Sharp. Every ball fly has got the same characteristics. It's a draw.
Yeah.
So you've got a face that's rotating on its path. So you're
Yes.
already attuning yourself to a draw.
And I wasn't even thinking about that closing before. I suppose it must have been happening naturally. All I was trying to think of was that finishing position.